Hey guys, Sam from Manfa Makes and
Bruce Mike.
So welcome back to all our returners and hi to any newbies. It is so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while, and if you like what you see, give us a thumbie. They are free and they help us out so much. So here at Manfa Makes, every Friday we do something called Crochet Catch Up, and that is where we catch you up on all the crochet that has been happening during the week. Well, mostly. And you'll understand why I say that in just a moment. So I will go first as always because I have a few bits more to show. So the first thing I'm going to show is my luck of the draw. Now, luck of the draw, if you are new, is the brainchild of the lovely Nancy from Nan's Next Knots. I will put her link down in the description. She had this fabulous idea 7 seasons ago of having one main colour and then picking 8 other colours, randomly labelling them. She would pick a number randomly out of a hat every week for 20 weeks. Therefore, she picks your colour order and how your project is going to end up and takes all the stress and all the worry of how to colour or implement your colours in your project. She does it for you. So this is her 7th go around. We are currently on week, I think the 12th number was picked yesterday. And I think we've put 11 in. Let me just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes! I am still very, very tired and not functioning very well. So bear with me, guys. So this is the second time I have joined in. Mike isn't joining in this time. He has got other little bugs in his brain that he wants to do more of and showcase for his own reasons, and he will get into those in just a second. But this is my second go around, and I love the fact that Nan takes out all the stress for me. I just have to click on her video once a week, see what number she picks, find the yarn that I have put to that number, chuck it in my project, and then forget about it for a week until we do it again, and it's every Thursday. Now, because we are on week 11, we only have 9 more weeks to go. So there is still plenty of time for you guys to catch up if you want to jump in. No pressure, just if you're interested, then please do. We're all, not all, there are a lot of us here on YouTube that do join in because it is a lot of fun. This time around I picked Mushroom as my main colour, which I believe I am attached to, but there's only a smidgy bit left of this skein. And the colour never picks up very well, but it's like a pinky purpley tanny neutral colour, and then I have gone completely erratic with this one. I have picked 8 different variegated yarns, so I'm calling this my ugly experiment. A lot of you have said that you don't think it's ugly, but to me, I would never ever put 8 different variegateds in one project. It is a lot. But it's a way of using up lots of one balls that I don't really have a project in mind for, and I wanted to see how it turned out. And in mine I am doing 1 row of half double crochet, the next row is half double crochet in the back loop, back to a row of half double crochet, and then a final row of half double crochet in the 3rd loop. So this week I had a pink, blue, white and yellow variegated there at the top. And I have put my main colour in ready for this week's number. So I will, after this, go and watch Nan's video and find out what this week's number is, and I'll put it in and show you again next week. So I am up to date in showing you my luck of the draw. But it is different in every fold because the beauty of variegated is you don't know where the colours are going to pool or line up in the strip, so each part of the blanket is very, very different.
But you call it your ugly experiment. I think it looks right.
Yeah, well, I'm having issues with one of my sides, but I'm hoping when I put a border on it, it will rectify itself. But it's already quite long. Have no end goal for it, guys. I'm just doing it in support of Nan and to have a lovely mindless project to do once a week. So I am up to date with that. So if you don't know Nan, go check her out, please. Spread the yarny love, as we always do here at Manfa's Makes. And like I said, no pressure, but if you want to jump on board, the more the merrier. And if you put the hashtag LOTD7 or just hashtag LOTD, anyone that has done a video regarding this will pop up and you can see what everyone else is doing, because not everybody is doing a blanket. We have had amigurumis, we have had curtains, cushions, bags, ruanas, wraps, shawls, you name it. You can do any project using Nan's formula of your 1 main, your 8, and she picks which order you put them in. Oh, yes. So there we go. Lots and lots of fun. I really enjoy it.
I enjoyed last year's.
Yes, it was very, very enjoyable.
But I have other things to do this year.
And hopefully Nan will do number 8. But let's give her a break before she does number 8. Okay. The next one is the beautiful Litza over at Coco's Crochet. Again, if you don't know Litza, why not? Please go and check her out. I will put her channel link down in the description, and I will also put a playlist of her crochet along that she is hosting. I am taking part. What Litza is doing is she is using, if I can find it, bear with me just a second. She is using this calendar, which she so graciously gifted me in Happy Mail. Spectacular Sydney, because she is living in Sydney. She is doing every month, and I believe we have just done August. But she is doing 2 calendar months per month that we are currently in. So she picks new colours and new stitches every 2 weeks. So this crochet along will in fact be done by July, and it's not going to be year long. We will have a year's worth of blanket in just 6 months, which is incredible. So this week's picture inspiration is the Pitt Street Mall celebrating Vivid Sydney, a festival of light, innovation and technology. So that was the inspo picture for August. And what Litza does is she looks at the photo and she picks out all the colours that she can see. She puts them all in a box, and then she blindly picks from the box. She picks 3 colours, and then she will chuck in a wild card colour just to spice it up a little bit. The stitches for August were the fan stitch, which was really lovely to do. And the colours were red, purple and grey, and then her wild card colour was rainbow. Manfa loves rainbow, and the reason why she did rainbow is because rainbows are very often attributed to light, and because it is the Light, Innovation and Technology Festival in this photograph, she felt that very appropriate, which I agree with.
Very apt.
Any excuse to put rainbow in a project, and I'm all over it, just saying. So thank you very much, Litza. Now, the reason why she picks colours and stitches is because she has designed a stitch sampler throw. I am doing her stitch sampler throw, but there are other people who are joining in but doing their own projects. So they are using Litza's colours, but they're making their own project to join in. They're not actually doing the stitch sampler. But again, I love the fact that Litza picks my colours and she picks my stitch. I just have to stitch them. She does all the brain power for me. And again, it's a lovely project to just sit and it's only once every 2 weeks. So it's very easy to keep up to date with. Well, when you haven't got a monster commission to do, but that's in the past. That's all done with now. So, okay, so let me show you. For the rainbow, guys, I used this. Isn't it just gorgeous? Just saying. It is the Sweet Delights prints from Baby Bee at Hobby Lobby that we got in Happy Mail. And it is so soft. Like, you could literally crumple it into a ball. It's that soft. It's just delightful. And that's probably why it's called Sweet Delight. Probably. So, here we go. Here is my August colours, starting from here. Now that looks orange on screen. It is not. It is the brightest neonist red you can ever hope to find, and it's being blown right out. And then my purple, then my grey, and then my rainbow. Now again, because it's variegated, it depends what part of the blanket you're looking at as to what colours of the rainbow you see. But there are all the colours of the rainbow in the top 2 rows, because I do 2 rows per colour. And just to show you the fan stitch up close, there we go, really, really lovely. I really enjoyed it. It starts at the bottom from January all the way through. And again, no end goal for this, although I am really tempted to give it to my dog Rolo, because he's getting very old and he's always cold, and he is on medication for epilepsy, which I think is affecting his temperature regulation as well. So if he had his own blanket to snuggle, might help him stop feeling so chilly. So because I don't have an end goal, and Litsa wanted it to be something for us, because as crocheters or fibre artists, if you knit as well, we don't ever or very rarely make stuff for us. We always make stuff for other people or to sell. So she wanted this to be not only scrap busting, because I'm using scraps from my scrap bin, but she wanted it to be something for us. But I think my doggy needs it more than me. So I think my doggy is going to get this. And it's nice and bright and colourful, and it would be lovely that he has something I made, because I don't think he does that currently.
No.
And I don't think I ever have, because up until this point, he's never really shown an interest.
No, he's never liked dog beds or anything like that.
But the last bath that Mike gave him, he was super, super, super cold. So we wrapped him in a towel that we had, and he would not move from underneath that towel. He was loving being wrapped up. So
I think with a new blanket, as long as it's washable,
which it is,
we can give him baths more frequently in the winter.
Definitely. So this will help my puppy dog out immensely. And if you know Litsa, you know that her doggy Coco is her absolute world, and quite rightly so. And I think it's fairly fitting that the lady who loves her dog so much has done a cowl which I then gift to my dog. It fits, in my opinion. So that was the August colours, guys. Now I do have a week's reprieve. She is not doing any more colours or stitches this weekend coming. It will be the following week. So this will be going away for a week, but that will give me more time to work on a few other things that I've got going on, which is awesome. And I look forward to seeing what September colours and the stitch she picks for that month, because we have done all sorts of beautiful stitches, and we still have 4 months of stitches and colours to come. So like I said, I will link Litsa down below. Coco's Crochet is her channel name. And I will also link her playlist. So if you want to find out more, or if you want to jump in, again, no pressure, but you really do have time to catch up if you want to. It's super fun. And if you send pictures of your makes into Litsa, she showcases them on her podcasts as well. So you could get your beautiful work showcased on her channel. Just a thought, guys. Just a thought. So yes, once again, thank you, Litsa. Really enjoying it, and I love the fact that it's every fortnight. I don't feel like, gotta do it. Okay, now before I show you my last item, I have been doing other crochet than what I am going to show today, but I will not be showing it today because I am finally putting my granny squares together for the Have You Ever Wondered mini-series that I did. If you don't know what that is, please do click on my playlists and have a look. But basically, in a nutshell, I was pulling different brands and different size skeins of yarn off of my shelf, making 6 round granny squares, and using the Have you ever wondered how many 6 round granny squares you can get out of this yarn, whichever one I was showcasing. So we did that for a few weeks, and now, after a lot of figuring stuff out, I will go into that in more detail when I finally do the reveal of the end product. But after a lot of figuring out, and I mean a lot of figuring out, it hurt our brains a little bit, didn't it? But we did it. I am now joining them together, but it is going to take me a little bit to join them together, guys, because I am not hyper focusing on it. I am trying to do a bit in and amongst other things, but because it belongs to that segment, I am going to keep it to that segment, which is why I'm not showing you today. So that will be coming in the near future. I can't give you a time scale, but it will be coming in the near future. And I wanted you to know that Luck of the Draw 7, Litz's Crochet Along, the Have You Ever Wondered, and the Tile of the Week have all been done this week, as well as this other project. So there is lots of crochet. You just can't see it all at the moment. Gotta keep something secret and a surprise. Otherwise you'll be like, oh yeah, I've been seeing that for the last month. Boring.
I have also done Tile of the Week.
Yes. Tile of the Week is every week without fail. So, I have also had to borrow one of Mike's project bags because all of mine are busy. Yeah. They are engaged at the moment. They have got things in them.
And to be fair, I've still got 2 spare.
Whereas this one is only concentrating on 2 things at the moment, so he had a few spare bags, so I'm borrowing one of his bags. So I'm glad that I helped with his bag situation. Anyway, this is the bag I'm borrowing. You would have seen it before, but why not show it again? It is one of the whisk bags that I bought him, not this latest turn, the turn before. And in it, if you watched my yarn haul video, when did the yarn haul video come out? Wednesday? I think it was Wednesday. You saw that I went to a local yarn store and I got some yarn. Well, I rescued some yarn from that shop because it needed to come home rather than stay in the shop. And I planned to start making one of the beautiful shrugs that the gorgeous Cinnamon Stitches created recently in her Mary Maxim week. I explained that Mary Maxim is very difficult to get a hold of here in the UK, so I made a note of the weight of yarn that she used and I went in search of finding some extra special yarn to make one of her shrugs, which I did, and I showed you that on Wednesday. So if you haven't seen that, pop back and watch that, and then this will make a bit more sense. So on my travels, I found this. It's huge. I mean, absolutely monstrous ball of yarn. And I'm really not going to use a lot of it for these shrugs, even when I do make the 2 that I plan to do. There is going to be a lot of this being featured for a while every time we need white, just saying. And then I got 2 different colours of bramble yarn. And of course, I had to make the first one out of the rainbow colourway, didn't I? Because if you know Manfa, you know Manfa's favourite colour is rainbow. So the beautiful Cinnamon Stitches explains that she used a 3-weight or DK yarn and she used a 5mm. She used her furls. I'm using my 5mm Clover and More because I am a Clover girl. Each to their own, no judgment. You use what you use. But I'm a Clover girl and I'm not afraid to admit that. And this is the Bramble yarn by King Cole, which is a UK yarn. Just look at the yumminess. But it's more of a washed rainbow, like a faded rainbow, rather than a smack you in the face. And I think this will be a very pretty extra on top of whatever outfit I'm wearing. And I probably plan to wear it with maybe a white vest top or a white tank top in the spring, summer, with maybe my blue jeans or a nice pair of shorts depending on how hot it is, and this will be just a nice little cover up when I start getting a bit chilly in the evenings. But I made a start. I did make a start. So here is the start of my shrug. Now it's not a lot to look at, and you might be thinking, Sam, that's way too big for a shrug, and you would be correct, because me personally, everyone is different. Everyone has their own preferences. The shrug is absolutely gorgeous. It looks absolutely stunning on Cinnamon Stitches. And I'm sure a lot of you that make the shrug, you will look just as stunning. But for me, I don't like where it should sit under the... under the girls. I wanted mine to be a longer cardigan length, and I have got plenty of yarn to do it. So I did what Cinnamon Stitches told me to do for measurements, and I was going to tell you, but then I thought, no, it's not your place to tell them, Sam. It is Cinnamon Stitches' job to tell them, which she does in her tutorial. So I will link both Cinnamon Stitches and her tutorial down below. If you need to know how to make it, let her tell you, not me. That's not my place. So anyway, it will be from the shoulder, and it sits just above my hips, but then when I put the ribbing at the bottom, it will be just below my hips, and that will be a much comfier length for my preference. So, and the beauty of her pattern is when you know how to measure what you need to measure, you can make this fit your body. It is so versatile that it doesn't matter how tall or short you are, how fluffy or slim you are. Doesn't matter about body size at all, because you make it made to measure for your own body, and that is incredible. And there are not a lot of patterns that do that, and it is so simple. It was one of those, duh, why didn't I ever think of that? Well, it's a bloody good job Cinnamon Stitches did, eh? Otherwise people like me would never know how, but now I do. So thank you very much, Cinnamon Stitches. And she did watch my video on Wednesday, and she did comment, and that just totally made my day, to the point where when Mike got in from work, I was like, guess what? And he was like, I've just walked through the door. What? And I'm like, Cinnamon Stitches said hi to me today. And he was like, cool. Like, okay. And then I told a couple of my yarny friends, and they were like, no, that's amazing. So yeah, sorry to do the cringy fangirl thing, but Cinnamon Stitches is a much bigger channel than mine, and I never thought in a million years she would watch this crazy banana from the UK chatting nonsense. So thank you. And if you're watching,
Really?
hi. Yeah, really. Well, she's such a big channel, and she's a huge inspiration, and the fact that out of her busy schedule she watched me waffle of nonsense for 20 minutes, the lady needs a thank you. Everyone who watches me needs a thank you, just saying. So yes, and because it's rainbow and because it's variegated, each part is going to be a different colour, and as it grows, because this will be on the outside of my body, as it grows I will have beautiful rainbows caressing my body and making me feel pretty. And who doesn't want to feel pretty? And now, hopefully, when this is done, I can. And I literally started that last night, and I am addicted. Like, I am itching to turn this camera off and go and get working on it again. So that is the last thing I've got to show you. There will be progress on this next week, and if I can, I want to be sat here wearing it next Crochet Catch Up. We'll see. I make no promises, but we'll see. Anyway, over to you, Mike.
Okay. So, I have been working on two things. If you've been here for a while, you would know. The first one is in this Bridget bag.
Yeah.
Queen's Craft by Bridget.
Mm-hmm.
I love this bag. It's amazing. It's very the fabric.
I was gonna start humming the Star Wars theme tune, then I
No.
thought I better not, because we're now monetized. But also, I'm not convinced I know what it is.
Fair play.
So let's not make a nana of myself
So,
again, eh?
In that bag was this bag, which is another Bridget bag, a cake cozy.
This one's mine though, because I'm
Yes.
Hufflepuff. Mike's
So,
a Slytherin.
I'm borrowing the cake bag. You're borrowing my whisk bag.
Yes, but if you are Harry Potter fans, I'm a Hufflepuff. Mike is a Slytherin.
Now, in this bag was my next hug,
Yes.
which is a pattern done by Obsessive Crochet Lady Amanda. It's got really big now. Can't really
even
get it in. Maybe if we do this way.
that way.
There we go. And it's gone from this lavender down to blue.
Look at the drape.
Yeah.
Just look at that drape.
And there's a lot of drape, but there's hardly any holes.
Look at the sparkle there
and
as
the
well,
sparkle
guys.
on it. It's amazing.
It's like star-studded,
Now,
jewel encrusted.
This is for someone, but I'm not going to tell you who.
Sworn to secrecy.
Sworn to secrecy. I do need to put a stitch marker in it.
Ooh, frog in your throat, dear?
Yeah, a little bit. To put a stitch marker in it today. Because then when I use it, I can show you
how much it's
I've
grown.
actually done. Because
yes.
I keep forgetting.
You keep forgetting.
And now you're just seeing the whole thing again.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's much more. There's a little bit left to do.
So, let's do this. Let's not take it out because it's got to that really collapsing stage where it falls into each other. Mike's planning to get to like this colour here before it goes super dark. The colour before it goes super dark. He's going to stop there and start doing the lacy edging. So he's only got...
I haven't got a lot left.
Between my fingers.
And because it's so big now, it's taken a lot more just to do one round. So
he is going to get there very, very quick. Yes. And also, I don't know the exact date. There is somebody watching that will know the exact date, and they know exactly who they are, and they will probably put it down in the comments. But this is the month where this one, who every video causes an earthquake with the camera, where this one has been crocheting exactly 1 year.
That's already passed.
I know.
I do believe.
Well, it's still the month. It's still April. Mike
April 16th,
only started crocheting a year ago, and look how far he's come in a year, guys. Isn't it just incredible? So I just had to get that in there because I've been meaning to say it every video we've done together this month, and it keeps slipping my mind. But finally, I can say this is the month that is Mike's 1 year crocheting.
It is my 1 year, yeah.
And I taught him, which is just incredible.
I am not going to tell you the specs of that yarn because I can't remember off the heart, and it's going to fall apart when I take it out.
Yeah.
All I can tell you is it's a Sultan Deluxe Shine.
By Hobie.
1,093
yards. Yes. Fine number 2.
Yes. 94% cotton, 96% cotton, 4% polyester.
Polyester is the spackle.
And that's it. That's all. It's made in Turkey.
Yeah, but it is a fine number 2.
Yes,
beautiful.
1 strand. Amazing to work with. Feels really super soft.
And he's using his 4mm clover, guys, to give it that beautiful drape.
Like Cinnamon Stitches, I was a Furls man. I had a Furls Odyssey. But I tried Clover.
And he switched over.
And I switched over. Because I still like the Furls for the size and the weight and the grip.
Mm-hmm.
But I have found that now I've started doing amigurumi, the Clover just gets it that little bit tighter.
Plus, the very pointy head on a Furls can split your yarn a bit easier than the Clover does.
Yes, it can.
That's just our opinions and our findings. Please do not take it as gospel.
That's
it's just
in
us.
The resin ones. The Odyssey's not so bad, but it's got a really round, fat head.
Whereas the Clover's got a bit of a point
when making amigurumi, which I'm going to show you in a minute, it's hard to
push into
and keep it tight, which I feel you need for amigurumi.
And I personally don't like how yarn squeaks on a Furls, especially the resin ones. And the yarn on a Clover for me just glides like silk.
Yes.
Just our opinions, guys. You guys use whatever you love. We will use what we love, but we will basically be saying we use Clover.
That pattern done by Amanda at Obsessive Crochet Lady.
I'll link her down below. Check her out.
And the pattern link down below because
there is no pattern link.
Or the email.
I will put the email you need to email for. Basically, you send Amanda an email to the email address in my description box. Say, how can I purchase your pattern? She'll tell you where to send the money. As soon as you send the money, she'll send you the pattern in a PDF, and it's only $4.50.
Yes.
Come on.
And it is the most amazing pattern.
Mike is obsessed.
I am obsessed by it. It's so
addicted.
Beginner friendly, but so
we've just had dinner.
And it's beginner friendly, it's intricate, and it looks amazing.
It looks more involved and intense than it really, really is. It gives a beautiful finished product, not finished product. It gives a beautiful finished product without a lot of labour going into it. It's a really lovely, mindless project.
And you should buy it, to be fair, because it's really cheap.
It's it's not cheap, it's inexpensive.
Inexpensive, then. It's the same difference.
No, nobody likes to get called cheap. It's inexpensive. It's affordable to most. Let's put it that way. Most of you are able to afford it, and I really do recommend it, especially if you like gifting shawls to friends and family, or if you really just want a lovely pattern to do in front of the telly. I mean...
Yeah. It's really good.
It's awesome. And she's our friend. Go check her out. Go give her some yarny love. She could do with some more peeps.
She could.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
Moving on. You wait till you see this, guys. You wait.
So I am doing an amigurumi out of this book.
Yeah.
Amigurumi Made Easy.
Mariska Vos Bowman.
Vos Bowman.
DIY Fluffies.
DIY Fluffies. And I am currently making Hootie the Owl. Okay? I'm not doing those colours.
Where can they get that book, Mike?
Amazon?
They can't until May.
They can't until May?
Yeah.
Because we, or Manfa, bought it on a pre-sale.
Pre-launch sale.
Pre-launch sale.
From amigurumi.com.
From amigurumi.com.
You can get the PDF version now,
yes,
but you cannot get the physical copy until it releases in May. But it is just around the corner.
But because I like to watch my YouTube on my phone, I need the physical copy.
But I highly, 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 highly recommend you get that book when it is released, because I have made 4, but technically 3 different creatures from it. Mike is making Hootie, and I reckon it's the most simplest amigurumi book
It's amazing.
I have ever owned. And if you've never done amigurumi, or you're intimidated by amigurumi, honestly, buy this.
Yeah, it's real
and
good.
You will be okay.
Anyway, I'm going to show it. But if you were here last time, not, don't worry. Why? I had made about that much of the head.
Yeah.
And I've done the eyes as well.
Because he was obsessed with the hug.
I know, I didn't do a lot. But since then,
yes,
I have finished the head and sewed the eyes on.
And the body,
and the body,
yeah.
Pom! There's my little spud.
They don't know what a spud is if they're not in the UK. We call potatoes spuds here in the UK. So he looks like a potato with
glasses
on.
But it will have ears and feet and wings and feathers eventually.
And a beak. Don't forget his beak.
And a beak, yes. But there he is.
So he's a goggly-eyed potato right now, but hopefully by the end of next week, because he needs to get a move on for #Amigurumi Wars 2023.
Yes, I know.
It will hopefully be an FO next Friday. Hopefully.
It should be. That's why I've put the shawl down. But to be fair,
don't sound so disappointed.
Well, I like the shawl.
I know, but you also love Lady Jan, who is
do.
this month's host.
I do.
She's my YouTube mummy. We can't let her down. I've got my Mingo twins in. You need to get your Spud in.
Spud? I can get Spud in now.
Well, you could, but it's not really the pattern, is it?
Spud.
So, can you explain to the folks what Amigurumi Wars is if they don't know?
So, #Amigurumi Wars 2023 was the brainchild of Anita Y.O.H. Crochet.
Yes.
I'm not sure. I think we are. I think it started last year.
It definitely ran last year because I was the host.
It was running last year,
and I'm a host this year as well.
You have a different host every month.
Different podcaster.
Anita does the first month. This year, though, Anita picks a what does she call it? Spotlight designer. Every month, so go check her out if you want to know what that one is, because you get extra points for that one.
Yes, you do.
And you get points for a free pattern. I think you get 1, and there's different size categories in that as well. You get 2 points for a paid pattern,
which includes books and
which
kits
includes
and
books,
magazines.
kits, magazines, PDFs, Ravelry, all of that.
Yep.
And if you do it with the Spotlight Designer, you get an extra point.
So if it's a free Spotlight Designer, you get 2 points. If it's a paid Spotlight Designer, you get 3 points.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
And last month, I made Nesta.
Yeah, but what do the points mean? Why are we collecting points?
Because you can win at the end of the year.
Hang on, backtrack. Every month.
Every month, you can win.
From that host.
Sometimes they put their own twist on it as well.
Yes, that has been known.
And then at the end of the year, you get the grand finale prize.
The one that gets the most points for the whole year will get a prize from every host that has hosted that year.
Yep.
But monthly, for every amigurumi that you put in, you get put on a spinny wheelie or a random number generator, or however the host decides to do it, and you will be in with a chance of winning a prize from that month's host. So, and it can be any amigurumi you want. Any. Last year, you had to pick from a specified list and the options were very limited. But this year, it's anything you want. So if you've made amigurumi this month, guys, send it to Lady Jan. She is an Alaskan crafter, and in brackets, Jan, my YouTube mummy. And we will put her link down in the description box so that you can click on, find her email, send your pictures of your amis, get some little points going, and be in a chance of winning a lovely prize.
And also, it gives you a chance to find new YouTube content creators.
It does, yes.
Go and check them out every time.
Yes, indeed.
Subscribe.
Because it's an Alaskan Crafter Jan this month, and next month is Judy at Witch Piece Craft.
And the month before that was Lynette
at
Charm Granny.
Yes. So there is somebody different every month, and I'm doing October, which I cannot wait. So, all the hashtags, I think, tonight, Mike. We have had LOTD7, Luck of the Draw 7. I have had Litza's Crochet Along. You have got hashtag Amigurumi Wars 2023.
And hashtag...
Yours can be, both of yours can be hashtag Shop My Stash 2023 because you've just used stash yarns.
Yes. Is this the hashtag yet anymore?
Hashtag hugs?
Yeah,
or hug.
Hashtag hug.
Yep. Yeah.
There's a lot.
Pretty much, not all the hashtags, there are a load of hashtags, but we ticked a fair few this evening, to put it mildly. Anyway, we've kept you for the best part of 40 minutes. My goodness gracious, we gab a lot. Anyone that we have mentioned, I will pop their link down below. Please, please, please click on the link, check them out, watch a video from beginning to end, leave your thumb and a comment if you can. Thumbs are so important. They help out us content creators more than you know, and it's free for you guys. It doesn't cost you a penny, but it helps us out so much. Spread the yarny love, be a member of their friends and family,
and you get to see beautiful crochet content like Spud.
Exactly. And the ones we have mentioned have given the inspiration for us to be able to showcase what we have tonight. So without them, we wouldn't have anything to show. We rely on designers, creators, these brainchilds that people have. Without any of that, there wouldn't have been tonight's episode. So thank you to all of those people that we mentioned. We truly appreciate it. We find you an absolute inspiration, and we will keep doing what we do because fabulous people like you help us do it. So thank you very much. And you guys, if you are still here after nearly 40 minutes, you are rock stars.
Well done.
We love you so much. We will hopefully shorten it next week, but you never know. Please make sure that you head over here tomorrow because I have a Happy Mail video for you to watch during the day, and then later on in the day Mike and I will be live as usual straight after the gorgeous Granny D at 4 PM Eastern or 9 PM UK time. So we shall see you tomorrow for more shenanigans, but until then,
stay safe,
be kind,
look after one another,
get some good quality time in, we love ones,
get some good quality crafting time in.
We will see you in the next one,
all around the YouTube streets.
Love you lots, guys. Mwah. Bye.
Bye.